What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia. I figure I'll bring you guys some news about what's going on in the whole gaming community. One thing pisses me the fuck off, and the next thing is just news to a lot of fanboys out there who are talking nasty things about the Xbox One. So let me just go ahead and get started with that one real quick. Okay, so for all the people that were saying that, you know, Ryse is running at 900p because it's total shit and the Xbox One is total crap, and that's why it's running slower and it has to run at a lower resolution because it's their fault. If they ran it on the PS4, it would run better. That's not necessarily the case. Okay, the Crytek founder, CEO basically came out and he busted out a tweet about how each one stacks up against the other. Now, of course, we all know at E3 they were running at like 1080p. It looked great, and then now we know it's running at like 900p, and it's upscaled to 1080p, so it's not, you know, native. But they basically said that it's because of the shading and the shading quality, and they wanted the shaders to be better, so it didn't look like total shit. I have to say that the original version, the new version, did look a little bit better. Okay, yes, it's a shitload of shadows, and I guess that's why they went to the whole entire 900p thing to go ahead and deal with that. You know, basically the 150,000 polygons compared to the 85,000. And they said it was a choice, and they decided to actually do it or whatever because it'll make the game look better. And I can see what they're saying at certain points in it, because if you look at some of these pictures, you'll see that, you know, one has super shiny armor, and the other one has dark ass fucking shadows under the old one where you can barely even see their necks. I think that the original one was a little bit more accurate because who the fuck is fighting in a war when they, you know, looking all bright and clean and buttery and shit? They're supposed to be looking grimy. But I guess they took care of some of the shine that was in the original version because those uniforms were fucking blinging. So I can kind of guess that it's kind of a good thing. But he also came out and said it wouldn't have ran any better on the PS4, and that it was their choice, and they would have ran it at the same specs on the PS4. So for everyone that was thinking that was going to be, you know, it would have been greater if they ran it on the PS4, that is incorrect. I mean, of course, we don't know if they actually tried it, if they actually did it in real life, or they're just saying that to do damage control. I personally feel that they should have not said shit, kept it quiet, let this whole entire polygon thing and the 1080p thing blow over, and everything would have been straight. But now you want to bring it back up, and now we're talking about it again. So now we're looking at your pictures, seeing the difference between your old shit and your new shit, and some people don't like the fucking new shit. Now, about the thing that pisses me off. Reuters basically came out and did a fucking survey of about 1,200 people. I mean, no, 1,297 people, and 64% of the respondents say that they would not buy a video game hardware, new video game hardware this holiday season. Now, this is 1,297 people, and yes, that's not an accurate representation of how many people actually want a new gaming console, especially when Xbox came out and said that, yeah, you know, their pre-orders had surpassed the Xbox 360 pre-orders, and PlayStation 4, you know what I'm saying, Sony basically saying, hey, we got like over 1 million, and that was a couple months ago. So that 1,297 is not an accurate representation. But what I will tell you about this poll that pissed me off is that it is total bullshit. Excuse me for yelling, but it's total bullshit. And I'm going to show you why. Hold on, let me read this for you. Okay, this includes, of course, next generation consoles such as the PS4 and the Xbox One, as well as Nintendo's upcoming 2DS or Valve's recently revealed Steam machines. Just 26% of those surveyed expressed interest in purchasing a PlayStation 4, while 15% said they are likely to purchase an Xbox One. Now, this is where the truth comes out. Of the 408 respondents younger than 40 years old, 41% opted for the PlayStation 4, 27% chose the Xbox One. I'm going to say this again. Out of 1,297 people, 408 of them were under the age of 40. This is the target demographic for all of the video game sales that are going on in the fucking world. The target demographic. And of the 1,297 people, all you could find was 408 young people. Now let's look at their demographics. 41% opted in for the PlayStation 4. 27% opted in for the Xbox One. I'm no mathematician. I'm not. But if you add up those percentages, 41 plus 27 equals 68%. 68% of the 408 younger people said that they will buy a new console, that they were interested in buying one. You can't ask some old-ass person who don't play video games and don't even know what the fuck a PlayStation 4 is if they want to buy a system. How the fuck, in this whole entire Reuters poll, did that target demographic just elude them? How did it just elude them that the target demographic is pretty much interested in buying a new console? We talking about damn near 70%. Damn near 70%. 30% may not be interested, but the rest of them are. Let me go on to read some of this other stuff they said. The minor interest in next generation gaming points to something else emphasized in the gaming poll. Game respondents most desire non-exclusive third-party sequels that in many cases will release on current hardware. Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed, Madden, Battlefield. They're on top the whole entire list along with GTA 5. And this is what I found is total bullshit. If I find 1,297 men and we poll them and we say, how many of you are likely to go buy a skirt? Not a kilt, a skirt. What do you think the damn poll results would be? Why? Because you're polling outside of your demographic. You're polling outside of the group of people that are going to buy this vehicle. It's not rocket science. How many young people are going to buy a freaking Scion FRS or something like that, or a Mustang or a Camaro, compared to the other demographic that's going to buy a minivan? You can't poll younger people, 18 to freaking 25, and say, hey, you guys going to buy a minivan next year? No. 408 out of 1,297. This poll is bullshit. Because of the 408 people that they did find, the majority of them will buy a new system. Imagine if they did 1,297 people under the age of 40. What would the results be? So this whole entire 64% said that they are interested in buying one is total fucking bullshit. Because 70% of them fucking are interested in it that are in the actual demographic. This shit just blows my mind. Don't bring out dumbass polls and it's cited as fact. Don't bring out dumbass polls. That's all I got for y'all today. I'll let y'all later because I got some more stories I'm working on right now. But this story I had to get out because as soon as I read it, I was like, 408 out of 1,297. The fuck? Man, I'll let y'all later. What's all this carrying on? These video games. Back in my day, we would play kick the can down the road. And we would find the can and we would kick it down the road. We didn't need all this. And the can would keep rolling and rolling and rolling until it just couldn't roll no more. PlayStation 4. When was there a PlayStation 1? I don't understand this technology. Just played kick the can.